Let's go ahead and get started, guys. We're in Act 9. So, what we're going to go ahead and do is just walk up and get started with this, because we're going to go all the way to the top. And then we go over here to the descent. So, we're going to go straight towards the right side here. It's usually via hugging the right side of the wall. There's a transmutation over there. There it is. There's the exit over here. So from the descent, we go down into the supply hoist, and then you go all the way down. And this Immortal Syndicate encounter, we're just going to skip out on it. It's not really something we need to worry about. Heavy stunned right there for a second. And then here's what we're looking for. Another supply hoist, and we're just going to slowly go down. And then we have another skill point. I think we're getting more HP, right? That's what we were getting. Oh, you know what we're actually getting is a spell suppression. That's what we were getting. Yes, let's get that spell suppression. Lock that thing in. Okay, nothing really. No good drops. Next, so we're looking for the Vastiri Desert. Don't worry, this says mission failed. It says because the Immortal Syndicate thing isn't really required. So ideally, we try to get the waypoint here. This Immortal Syndicate encounter, we basically just kill some stuff, and then you can get some like items with it. But it's not something super important. But if you find the Storm Weather chest, you click on it, and then you're going to defeat the mummies. It's basically just a little kind of survival thing. It takes a second. What's this build? This is Lightning Arrow, but you can play any elemental skill and this build will be a-okay. And then we're gonna get the Storm Blade, which is a green quest item. But like I said, you do want the waypoint here because it actually is something that we're gonna go back to later, because there's an area that's gonna be like locked off and can't access it till we have the correct game state over here. As you can see, have to talk to Sin about the sandstorm, because later we will be accessing it. Yeah, I think that the little clones are actually really great for this. Well, that's a lot of damage. Whoa, that was like absurd. Like really absurd amount of damage. Like unfair levels, but it's okay. We really don't lose out on too much because we can just run back. Actually, we'll go this way. Let's see what the breach gives us. That was like way too much damage. So I think we're still pretty good on resistances, right? Yeah, we have lightning res is at 75 too. Sometimes I swear, Path of Exile, you just get really unlucky with some mods on monsters. Oh, were we getting that frenzy charge? Did we get that? Okay, we already got it. But basically, all you want to do is progress towards the top. Right to the foothills. We got the Foothills Waypoint. So the Foothills Waypoint is important, but we're going to go to the Boiling Lake. So you do want the Foothills Waypoint as well. So we're going to come back to this area. So what we're going to be looking for over here is the Basilisk. It's a like kind of a chicken looking thing. And it's like a boss. And he can freeze you if you look directly at him. I don't know if we need a DPS increase, but maybe we do. Or we need to swap off the... You know what it really is? It's probably we need to swap off the boots because it's making us take too much damage. But we'll get to maps. We're already level like 66, so. Okay, so this boss over here, when his eyes glow red and it looks at you, you can get frozen by him. But now that we got the powder by killing him, we're good. This is the only thing that we need from that area over here. So now we're going to go back to the foothills. And make sure again that you got the little Basilisk acid. And we're going to now go on the left side of the wall. Our golem's dead. I've resummoned him. We don't have to kill all of them. Let's just go progress. But if we see these, we'll just click on them. Oh, there's 3 jeweler's orbs. We got a chaos orb, nice, and some more jeweler's orbs. Very good. And we also have another passive point. So let's see, we have chance to suppress is lucky. The one thing that I think is really good is where you can get another 15% spell suppression. But we're going to grab these first. There's additional spell suppression here. There's extra HP. This isn't bad either. But our spell suppression right now, if we look at our sheet over here, it's 43. I'm going to just try to invest into and get 100% now. And maybe we'll get a piece of gear that may have like 20%. Oh, if you see any maps, pick them up, by the way. But later, you're definitely going to want a loot filter. And we can talk more about that later, but just try to progress through the game. And now we're in the tunnel. And there is a trial of ascendancy here. And I'm glad that they actually showed that off. Where it tells you that there is a trial of ascendancy. But when it says the Immortal Syndicate, it's not really something that you need to worry about. So okay, here we go. Fear, trial of ascendancy.
The entrails of the faithful and the faithless alike. Fear of the unknown. Fear of the future. An empire requires leadership that can assuage those fears through example, through wisdom, through strength.
An emperor must bear 2 blades.
The way
Hope in the left hand. Surety.
Okay, we got the trial of ascendancy. So that's all we really need in the tunnel here. Man, our speed is so good with that shrine. It's via the helmet that we got. The goal. Already on the next floor. Unfortunately, that means that pretty much no reward. You haven't played in a couple months. Seems like too much to catch up on. Oh, and Path of Exile. Well, the season just started, so everyone's on a fresh start, man. So now it's like the perfect time to play. So you also want the waypoint over here at the quarry. So at the quarry there is a boss, and then there's like the main quest line. There's like two exits that we're gonna be able to go to now, and then later the powder that we grabbed, well, it's the Basilisk acid is gonna be turned into something else. So what we're looking at is this little area that's at the quarry, and we're gonna be fighting a boss, and this is gonna give us a extra skill point. Appreciate that, Blink. Thanks for the info. Yeah, no problem, man. Yeah, if you're worried about like you're gonna feel behind, to be honest, some good players in just like a weekend will be stronger than some people for months. It's crazy how much knowledge is required for Path of Exile to be like really good at the game. But basically with this boss fight, she will go invisible and then she'll try to attack you. But just don't stand inside of the tornadoes. It's kind of just the same. You just attack and move. But just don't stand in the tornadoes. And just note that she will go invisible. And then she'll come up and try to attack you. Sometimes the area gets kind of cluttered with the amount of tornadoes that cover up the screen. So what's really annoying is you have to pick up the feather with this one. You can't just like kill it and move on. But we could get another power over here if we just wait and talk to Sin. And then you get an additional power. So you could look at the powers and decide which ones are going to be good for you. I like this one because it gives you increased movement speed until we get the immunity to freeze. But like this one's not bad to grab. We just got the, I think it's this one where we get reduced effective shock on us recently. This one's okay. It depends on which one you want. Honestly, the only thing that really matters is this one. But it only matters once we get to the end of the game and we can get the immunity to freeze. It's just so good. But yeah, we're gonna need a special powder to enter the area. We also have the Stormblade quest ready to finish up too. So we're gonna go to the refinery, complete this, and then we're gonna go back into another area and get an additional skill point and fight the Scorpion boss. Oh wow, that freeze. It's a really long freeze, but it's really hard to get immunity to freeze in the earlier stages of the game. But we will be 100% immune to freeze towards the end of the game, which is all that really matters. Okay, so this boss fight over here, he will summon a bunch of these like lightning lines. Don't stand in them, you'll be shocked, and that's the shocked effect. So that 20% means we take 20% more damage, which is actually quite a bit. But after you defeat him, you can go over here, and then you take the Trarthan powder, and we're going to deliver it to Sin only after we go back to town and claim our extra skill points, and then also finish the Stormblade quest that we take to the NPC. So we're going to go over here. So we're going to get this, and this is going to give us an extra skill point. I'm going to pop this. And then we get this over here. This is the Stormblade reward. Just going to see if there was anything. Let's see if we can get an upgrade on the quiver. Probably not, but let's see. Boom, we got extra dex. Ooh, actually not too bad. Surprisingly, that's really not that bad at all. It's got lightning damage, it has life, it also has dex, and it has life per enemy killed, and then an increased damage to bows. It's not bad. Maybe we can sell for 1 chaos, I don't know. With someone leveling. But now, we're going to eventually do this quest over here. Let's see. It's the Queen of the Sands, so it wants to talk to Sin about this. But it's going to want us to meet Sin in the quarry. But we're going to continue to get this extra spell suppression. We're going to get all the spell suppression. And then we're going to go back, and then we could do this one. Yeah, we'll do this one. I believe we can do this one right now. Unfortunately, we weren't fast enough. If you are fast enough, the map will still be uncovered. You know what? We go back, actually. We have the talk to the NPC. There we go. Bottled Storm. So, okay, now we go after we have the Bottled Storm back to the Vastiri Desert. I could have went through my portal. But, yeah. Now we get to go through to the Oasis. Thank you, Corrupt. I will definitely do so. Our golem buddy died. Eventually, if the golem dies too often, it is annoying. But, okay, what we're looking for, by the way, is Sand Pit. So we're going to fight the Scorpion boss. But yeah, the golem will die. If it gets annoying for you to keep on summoning it, it's fine. You don't have to rely on him anymore. I always like using him, though, for the campaign. Towards the end game, you could run the Ice Golem if you want to. But they do consistently die. But in between, when like there's like nothing to do, it's not a bad thing. Okay, so this is actually something important. So the Scorpion will burrow under the ground, and you're just gonna keep on walking. And you have to kind of slowly wait for it, because if you go too far ahead, it will will stay where it's at. You have to kind of like let it attack you, and then you move. There's also like quicksand that will make you sink, like over here. So you'll sink. You just stand in it. So we're actually a really cool looking boss. So eventually this will open up and you go to the Swallowing Sands, which is where we fight the boss. There's not anything really special with this boss though, but like if you get too close to the quicksand you will start to sink, but it's a pretty easy boss to be honest. Most of these bosses are like pretty outdated in terms of like how hard they are, but also it's because this build is really good. There's one last phase. Well, it did pretty good damage to us. There we go. Wood dropped unique. Alright. Now that we've gotten that done, we can get our extra skill points. Boom, another skill point, and that is the Queen of the Sands. And now what is our spell suppression at right here? Wait, what? Oh, my bad, I was looking at the wrong thing. I was looking at spell damage prevention, it's 43. The spell suppression chance is 88%. So we're actually like really close. So 88 plus this, you'd think, okay, well then you have 100. Well, it's only 100 if I have full HP. The other spell suppression is actually acquired two different ways. So you can get this one node over here, which we can go over here and path towards. But the other way is to actually grab this side of the evasion tree over here, and we would get the mastery on the evasion that says 50% chance to suppress spell damage if your helmet, body armor, gloves, and boots have evasion rating. And our build will have all of that. Now, later, this could matter and we could swap off of it, but for the most part, it's a pretty good one to grab, so we're going to get that. And then our main focus is going to be a lot of HP, so we're going to get all of these life nodes over here. These are great to grab, and then there's, I wouldn't really rely on damage recoup. We could go hybrid too. It's really not that bad. It's way better in Path of Exile 2 to play hybrid, but this technically gives us 5% increased HP. There's also another HP node over here if you want to put the 2 points in here. You can actually go and path completely this way, but I really like the attack speed for now, so I stick with this. But if you want to get even more HP without having to like select and go super far over here and let's say grab some of these, the alternate option, going this route is good because it gives you a lot of damage for elemental damage. You can also look for jewels that will give you HP. You have a really easy jewel socket right there. This one's not too far away because we're going to grab this section of HP as well. But now our goal is to get to the next area of the quest line though. But what we're going to do is go back to the quarry now. And then we're going to talk to Sin. And he will open up this area for us. Nice. And we're pretty much at the final section of Act. This Act over here. And since this one's pretty short, we have Chaos Orb. We'll probably look for a bow upgrade here pretty soon. I think we have like an 800 DPS bow, which is still really good. But if we can go to like 1,000... we could also lock in and do that, man. The level requirements, there's not really any items that are like... there are potentially some items in the game that do have like a crazy level requirement. But for the most part, 70-ish is where like most of the items will kind of tap out in terms of level requirements. So it allows us to get basically like potentially some of the best in slot. But we're only going to be spending one Chaos Orb, so it's not going to be the best in slot in terms of like the entirety for the build. Oh, if you ever see any of these, don't stand on the blue part. The blue part will drain your mana. It's actually one of the only sources of a lightning damage over time in the entire game. Oh, we have an upgrade on our flask. Let's go see what we got on our flask. Because we haven't upgraded our flask in a while, so let's go upgrade it. So what does this give us? Cover additional life recovery if used while not on full life. Okay, cool. And then we can go ahead and modify it even further. We can add a augmentation. Where's the augmentation? You get 2 mods on it. Oh, it already has both mods. I'm okay with this. If you don't like the stats that I have on it, you can just re-roll it. I don't like the recovery to minion, more recovery low life. Immunity to chill and freeze. That could be an okay one too. So if I ever get frozen, I can just pop it and I will be unfrozen. It will thaw us out, which is great. But yeah, we're now in the belly of the beast, which is basically the end already, so this is going to be a fast one in terms of the act. Very, very fast. All you're really doing in this part, though, is just fighting 3 bosses, and then you find a mega boss that's a merged boss. It's actually basically the Devil May Cry 2 boss, where it just literally merges all of them combined. Nice, we got another one of those. Oh, this is the one where you have to sit still, so we're just going to zoom by it. What's up, Skullfire? Are you playing this league as well? But yeah, how this works is you fight 3 bosses and then they merge to become a Megazord, basically. No, we got another one, and this one should give us 100% spell suppression chance, which is great. However, like I said, I'm gonna get that extra 10% one. But I'm also going to get more movement speed because I like to go fast. And our damage is good. Our survivability, with the exception of right now, it's because of the boots. I blame the boots for making us take a lot of damage. But basically this one, she has a scream that does a lot of damage. So if you have some life leech, it kind of helps out. But there's not really anything too special with her mechanic. But once you kill him in that little, like, I don't know. Kind of reminds me of like some sort of Zerg thing from like StarCraft. It's like basically just a little like alien looking thing. Once you kill it, it kind of looks a little bit different. You're using the same boots? Nice, man. Yeah, I mean, they are the best boots in the game. It is kind of dangerous, but like I still think it's good, even for a new player. I mean, this game's pretty easy now. But I've also been playing the game for so long. And the reason why it's easy, though, is because the damage is actually so high that most of the monsters aren't able to engage. Because, like, to be honest, our survivability isn't very strong. I mean, like, we get a couple life nodes in the build, but, like, I don't spec heavy for defenses until the end. So these are basically like revived of the same bosses that we've seen before. I actually kind of want to get some more HP until we get that. The movement speed will be not bad, but I think I'll focus more on a little bit more HP because I was noticing like we were taking some big damage, but I could solve that pretty easy. So right now our accuracy rating is 3,800. Oh, okay, we're really good on that. So what I would probably do in this situation is our boots are actually giving us a huge penalty because our boots and our gloves are really what's holding us back in terms of survivability, but they are giving us, well, the boots don't give us damage, but the gloves are actually still super S tier, man. Like, you're not going to really get a better pair of gloves, especially for the price, which is basically like we play like Orb Alchemy or something like that for these. Fusion Shield. Ah, nice. How's it going, Leah? You enjoying the new league? I mean, I enjoy this new league. Okay, so important things. Those purple things that shoot on the ground, they explode. But they don't really do that much damage. But if you take a lot of them, it will do lots of damage. Sit a little bit further away from the bosses because they will shoot a giant orb, and you don't want to stand next to it. That orb does do damage. And then you can see the books come out. It's kind of like all 3 of those bosses combined, but our damage is so high that it doesn't really matter. But we'll get some upgrades also to see if we can increase our damage even more. And we could also look at some extra gloves for resistances and stuff. Okay. Boom. And then now we will go talk to Lily, and we're going to sail to Oriath, and that will wrap up. You can see that was a 25-minute act right there. Very, very fast stuff indeed. And we can talk to the NPCs over here. But I want to get an upgrade here, but you can skip this part if you do want to fast forward things. But I still would recommend just check it out. It's pretty easy though what we're doing in terms of our upgrades. So all we're doing for our upgrades is going to the Path of Exile trade website. We slam in. Well, do we have 3 Chaos Orbs? We can probably get another Chaos Orb. Let me identify some of my other items. Oh, someone said, I think it was like Act 9 where you just get free identity or something like that. I don't know where that, which NPC. Oh, identify items. Boom. That's awesome. So it just identifies everything for free. So I'm just going to clear out my inventory here because I probably have a lot of garbage that's just sitting here. And I'm not going to read anything right now. I'll worry about that later. I just want to clean up my inventory right now, just so I have extra space so we can go buy some new stuff. Okay, so we have 2 Chaos Orbs. Let's see what can we maybe exchange here. I like to use those, but we don't really get value with these until we have basically 5. So what we could do is trade with them now. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the NPC Faustus. We're going to currency exchange, and we're going to say I want a Chaos Orb, and then I have, let's see, what do we got that we can trade? Stack deck. Okay, so this is one. It's 1-to-1 basically. Cool. So I happen to have this. If you happen to have these, you can trade these. Boom. And I want to keep this to be like budget friendly. So what we're going to do is we're going to spend 1 Chaos Orb per upgrade. So what we're going to do is get a belt. Oh no, I'm sorry. Glove upgrade, boots upgrade, and a weapon upgrade. Those are our 3 main areas here. Okay, so one by one, let's go ahead and get these upgrades. How is PoE this season? Any good? Yes, Jiang, I think it's really fun. I'm not really engaging too much with this graft system in terms of like using it as a power, because I'm just kind of blasting through the end game, and I think that that's kind of a better idea anyways. But what we're looking for is a bow. We want to shoot for the highest DPS, so we're just going to go to DPS. You can also add this, so you can do not and then add specifically chaos damage, and this way it will not add chaos damage. You're just basically searching for stats that do not have either one of those. So we're just doing max 1 chaos orb, and again bow, and we're going to go hit DPS and see what we can get. So we can get it's a small amount of DPS. It's like what, like it's like, was it like 12% DPS increase? Because right now we have like 800 DPS, but this is still like objectively pretty good. I mean, there's not one bad stat on this entire bow here. That's actually quite nice. Even though it's a small like 100 DPS increase, which is I believe what we have right now. I don't know do I have a Awakened PoE trade? I think I might have updated it. Let me see if I have updated it and if it loads in. Oh, is it still loading in? Oh, okay, it took a second for it to load. Okay, it's running. Okay, it's still running that old one. Okay. But basically, I do have the newer one. In order to find out how much DPS you have in the weapon, you add up all the damage combined, and then you divide it by 2, and then you multiply it times the attacks per second. But I know off the top of my head that this was like 800-ish DPS as far as the numbers. This will be a okay increase. I mean, like I said, there's not one bad stat on this, and I can literally craft and throw something else that's better on it. This does give us actually, ooh, whoa, hold on. This one for 1 is a 5. Wow, this is crazy. For 1? This is, oh, he's AFK. We can direct whisper him though. See if that one can be whispered. Okay, but the important thing that I'm looking at right now, oh, okay, so this guy wants to buy something for 1 chaos orb. Okay, cool. So we're gonna get another chaos orb potentially from this other guy. But the thing that we're looking for right now is honestly a 5 link. If we can get a 5 link, that will increase our DPS significantly. So let's go ahead and do that now, because I didn't even think about that. So let's go to links over here. We're going to go to 5 as the minimum. We're going to hit search, and we're going to sort it by DPS once again. And I already whispered that one. This one over here is 869, so it's a small increase in DPS, but it is going to be better. Now this one's actually kind of nice because it gives us dexterity, and it gives us mana per enemy kill, and it's cold and lightning, and I really like that it's cold and lightning. The difference in DPS is actually by 1. Now this one also gives us accuracy, which is quite nice. But the reason why I want this one is it's 6 sockets. It's only 5 links, but it's that 50 dexterity that's just like, that's another stat that I can't really factor in here, and then that will be another good stat is like that mana per enemy killed. Plus it has an open crafting slot here. Let's go ahead and direct whisper this one. That one looks fantastic. That is awesome. If we can grab that one, that will be great. But we'll see. If he doesn't respond next few seconds, then we'll just move on and we'll get some other upgrades here. So looks like that guy might be AFK, but it's okay. What we're gonna look for right now is basically boots. So we want boots with movement speed, hopefully at least 25, and then we're gonna get as much resistance as possible, resistance. And then we also want maximum life. So let's shoot for like 50 HP. We don't need cold res, I just need resistance. Yeah, total resistance here. And then also 1 Chaos Orb is our limit, and we're going to go click on total resistance. Oh, also another thing that we would want to lock in, I'm just going to type in 20 evasion. That way it always has evasion on it, and the reason why is because, well, the evasion here, oh wow, 1 Chaos Orb for 25 Chaos Res? Wow, this is actually really nice, because at the end of the game, we want Chaos Res. We don't really need to focus on Chaos Res now, but for like 1 Chaos Orb, that is an absolute steal of a deal. I like that. That's really great. It does require us to be level 62 and 100. What's it? Oh, we're good on all the requirements. For 1 Chaos Orb, that is a really, really, really good deal. And I can just grab this like right now. Oh, heck, just go. Let's go. 25% movement speed. Fantastic. So now we have a good item here. And right now we just need this for the Sniper's Mark. Perfect. Okay, so now we have a good upgrade on boots. What was the max life? 56 is a little bit low on HP, but again, for 1 Chaos Orb, I was more concerned about the other stats. But we could have maybe looked for another one that had maybe more HP, but again, it's 1 Chaos Orb. This is totally fine. Now what we're going to do is we're going to look for gloves. Gloves cannot have movement speed, but instead we're going to look for attack speed. We're not going to really get 25, though, to be honest. And then, again, the same thing, but we're going to look for gloves this time. So I don't think that other guy with the bow is going to respond, because we tried. And then let's go to the next best one. This one actually has a lot of great open stats on it too. This one actually could be great as well, because it gives us that increased elemental damage with attack skills. I actually value that. Now that will not calculate in the DPS, so this is actually pretty great. The downside is it doesn't have cold damage, which kind of sucks, but I do run added cold damage support, so that does work. This one is actually okay, because it has increased movement speed, and we have mana per enemy killed. I like this one more than this one. The difference in DPS is literally 1, so it's like not that big of a deal. I would rather get this one because I get increased movement speed, and the mana per enemy killed is a usable stat. But this one, oh, we have to be level 71. Now we're not too far off, so I could go ahead and pick this one up. We're gonna go ahead and purchase that one. And again, for 1, this I still think it's worth it. So we're gonna go ahead and grab that. That way, once we get the next 2 levels, or actually it's like 3 levels, it's not too far off, we'll be able to run that for the next part of our play session. And then the next thing that we're going to get, and it should be the final thing, which is going to be the gloves. Yeah, we were just looking at the gloves. So let's go ahead and check out the gloves, and then we're going to get big DPS on this next this one over here. So what you are looking for, again, is pretty much the same thing. We're going to sort by the total amount of resistances that we can get. So we have 58, so we get 2 resistances over, oh, it's a hybrid. We have 85 life. The amount of attack speed is quite low on these ones, so I don't really like that. But our options are going to be pretty limited, and the reason why it's going to be pretty limited is because we only have 1 Chaos Orb, which is, yeah, not very much. I like that these have accuracy that can work with our build. So let's just put 8% attack speed over here. Let's see if something else pops that is a little bit more favorable for us. Also, getting flat damage to attacks is actually quite good. This is actually not bad at all. I might actually go for this one because it has a decent amount of like cold damage to attacks. Oh, actually, with the total resistance, let's lock in. Oh, we can only put 40. That's the highest one that exists? No way. Oh, there's not that many that have resistances. Okay. Well, this one only has 1 resistance. I think it's because we put too much attack speed for 1 Chaos Orb. That's kind of why it's not giving us that many results. Let's see if we can get something better. So it's 58. Again, it's at least giving us HP. I mean, the evasion rating and undershield's low, but what do we have for int? Let's just go grab these. I mean, it's just going to be temporary anyways, to be honest. But we actually don't really need cold res. Wish there was something else that had just different resistances. This one has crafter resistance, which we could just craft over it. Let's see, this has lightning res, attack speed. Oh, it has 100 HP. Okay, let's go for this one, because it has a decent amount of HP. And I like that. Okay, so we're going to go teleport. We'll pick these up real quick. And then also, we're going to have an extra gem socket, which is going to be great. Okay, so we can still level up this. Oh, this one's really laggy. If it lags, by the way, when you're looking at someone's hideout, it's because they're probably in another like region. Another big upgrade actually is our chest piece, because now that I have this as a 5 link, I can significantly increase my DPS by putting all of these in. Now, ideally, I would like to get at least 1 red, because then I can put elemental damage with attacks, and that's a big one to have. So sometimes people can get annoying with their thing here. Where they put their hideout in an area where the waypoint is just really difficult to get to. But let's get 1 more upgrade on the chest piece, but also I'm going to try to get 1 red in this. Now, it's not asking for too much if I'm just looking for 1 red. How many tries do we have? We have about 12. So I'm just looking for at least 1 red. Now, the red needs to be in the connected area. Unfortunately, it was not. Didn't get it again. Now we have a blue. A blue could be added lightning damage, which is okay. I don't really have that much intelligence right now on our character, but it's still not a bad thing to get because we can start going into crit if we want to. However, I just want that 1 red in there. Hopefully we can get it. If we don't get it, well, we don't get it. This is just how the game is. Oof, I don't want 2 blues though. 1 blue is okay. I just want 1 red. Oh, there we go. We got lucky. But if I run out of these, what you can do is you can trade. You can go to Fossil and you can trade, like, let's say Jeweler's Orbs for these, or Orbs Alchemies for these. But we got what I basically wanted, which is just elemental damage with attacks is the only thing I really wanted to put in. So we're swapping out everything. Actually, we're not swapping everything right now. The reason why is we can't even equip the bow. Remember, we need to gain another level. But our last upgrade is actually going to be a chest piece. Now, well, we're basically at the final act of the game anyways, but I still think that getting a big evasion chest piece is going to be ideal. So what we're looking for is a chest piece, and all we care about is as much evasion rating as possible. I mean, if we can get HP and other great stats on it, that is good, but all I really care about is a big chunky amount of flat evasion rating. If I got resistances, that is a plus bonus, but we're only going to be trading for 1 Chaos Orb items, just so these are realistic like items that you guys can get, like right now. I didn't even get any good drops, so let's see what we can trade. I have, okay, how many fusers? So it's 5-1 for fusers, and I don't think I even have 5 fusers. Whoops, no, not 55,000. Okay, I don't even have 5 fusers, so let's see what else we have over here. So, so we're going to click where it says owned, and it's going to show us what I own. Okay, so Gem Cutter's Prism. Okay, so I can get 2 more Chaos Orbs right now for this.
All in order. I'll let you know.
Oh, okay, so I guess I need 1.1 for 1. So this might take a while, but it may sell. But it's okay. We'll keep on going. So instead of Gem Cutter's Prism, what other things do we own that we can trade? We have transmutations. We need 150 to get 1, so that's probably not going to be a great option. What else do we have over here? Orb Alchemy, 23-1. Well, that's pretty far off. Okay. Well, that one doesn't work. Let's go back to the own and see if Regals. Oh, dang. 5-1. Oops. Okay, so this one. Oh, we don't even have 5. Oh, 4. Boom. Okay, there we go. We got 1 more Chaos Orb. Good. So now we're gonna go for another item over here, and again, chest piece. So what we're looking for a chest piece is specifically body armor, and then we're gonna go to evasion rating, and we're gonna let's type in like 1500 at least, and we're gonna put 1 Chaos Orb, and then we're gonna go to the amount of evasion rating over here. So wait, you get 5,000. Wait, what? 5,000? What the heck? That is insane. What? Hold on. 5,000? What the? Okay, the new crafting might just be actually insane. If you get for 1 Chaos Orb, I can get a 5 link chest armor. This is actually wild. Wait, did I put there's 5 link? No, this is crazy. Like really a 5,000, and with 2 open suffixes. Wait, this has 3 open suffixes? What the heck? No, this is actually insane. Now, the stun and block recovery isn't a very good stat here. Neither is like the regen per second, but the evasion rating. Oh, this, okay, I see it. It's a hybrid, and then you also have the flat amount. But that's still like incredible. Like that is so just wild for one. Oh, remember, guys, this is one Chaos Orb. Imagine what you're gonna get with more. Now, some of these other ones, okay, the fact that you can get 4,000 is like actually just mind blowing. Okay, let's go to like 3,500, because usually I was thinking like 2,000 would be like towards the top end, but like now we're just getting 3,000. Oh, like it is absurd. Okay, so what can we get that would be good? Honestly, I'd say probably just as many resistances as possible. If we get HP, that's another bonus, but the thing with the chess piece is you don't actually need HP, because you can get for 1 point you can get something that gives you like 15% HP, which is actually better, or something like that. It's like 10 or 15%. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna type in resistance, because it's a really common one. There is 180 results here, but we're just gonna hit this. Oh wow. Okay, so dude, I get a 5-link with 3,600 evasion. Okay, unfortunately it has life. That would be better actually if it had no HP. But this is crazy in terms of a price. Like, genuinely mind-blowing. This one has no HP. This one has 33. I'm trying to think of which one's actually better. Now, this one will require us to be level 78, so the level requirement is actually quite high. So here's a level 73, which we could use a lot earlier, which is kind of a reason. Again, for this being a 5-link, I don't know why all of these are 5-linked too. It's like, it's great though. But the fact that I can use this one earlier kind of makes it a little bit more advantageous. Let's see, what does this one give us? 100 life per second is actually pretty decent though. What does this one have? I probably don't need to like read these, because honestly, sometimes with this game, the smarter thing to do is just to buy whatever and just keep on going, because this is like a really cheap item that I will be 100% replacing. Let's just go travel the hideout, get this one, and then within the next play session here, we will be able to equip that, and we will be way stronger, which is excellent. Oh, unfortunately, I just noticed I don't have the gold for it, because when you trade, it does also cost gold. Now, that's okay. It's not that big of a deal. I don't need to like pick up items off the floor and sell it. I'm not even going to worry about it, because I can't use it anyways. By the time the next one comes up, we will probably get another armor that is similar, and that's totally fine. So that's going to go ahead and wrap up our play session, but at least now you guys know what to look for with the upgrades, because this is actually very important, because once we get to the end game, we're going to be wanting to get some more upgrades. But anyways, Part 10, Act 10 is coming up very soon, and we'll finish the game.